Welcome everybody. Mentor Monday today is in November 21st, 2022. And what a great opportunity to finish the month strong with our Mentor Monday. We are here every single Monday, and rain or shine, there's always, this room is available for mentoring, and you want to bring lots of your leaders. You want to bring, even if they're new, they're going to get a lot of good information and mentoring from the great leaders. And today we have Dave Daughtrey. Who else? The best person to explain and to answer the questions on pay plan. We have big trips coming. We have Bahamas very soon. We have Alaska in October. So if you're close to making that opportunity, you want to make sure you do not miss it. There's a big chance for all of us to make these trips. But sometimes when people do not understand the pay plan, it may be because one person did not put this, or one person did not get that, or one person did not have certain thing. And this is where everything all together has to be working like clockwork. And this is where Dave comes in. It's his masterpiece. He loves talking about pay plan. He's the best to explain it. So make sure you open your ears, write your questions, and at the end, make sure to use the chat a lot for questions. And you can also at the end raise your hand and ask him if you want, but we'll be reading the chat, and that way we can answer as many questions as we can. So Dave, please honor us with this great opportunity to learn from you, your platinum Dave Daughtrey.
Thank you, Claudia. So in talking about the pay plan, there's a couple of things I want to go over first. I need you to visualize with me, okay? So understanding a pay plan, you really have to be a bit visual. And there's some terminologies, some words that are very important. And I think everybody understands upline, downline, all that, all right? But there's also things like enroller and enrollee, and sponsor, okay? Those are different. The enroller and sponsor can be different, or they can be the same. And this all is part of preparing. In my 4-step plan of action, step 1 is prepare. You're always preparing, you're always learning, but you need to know a little bit about the pay plan if you're going to talk to people that have some networking experience, because they may ask you, well, tell me about the pay plan. It's okay to say, you know what, I don't understand it completely because it's quite, intricate. There's some moving parts in it, and I want you to talk to my upline, get on a call. That's when you bring the upline in, all right? But it's good to always know as much as you can, because knowledge is power. Knowledge makes you more confident in what you're doing. So let's real quick talk about enroller and enrollee and sponsor. Let's say that you sign up somebody in 4Life. You're going to be the enroller. You never give away enrollership, okay? You always keep the enrollership, so you've enrolled them. But that doesn't mean that you have to be the sponsor. You can place them somewhere in your downline, in your network, and you're now giving away sponsorship, letting somebody else be the sponsor. I never recommend that when you're brand new starting out. Don't just start putting people throughout your network unless they're family members, they're related. You don't want to create competition within the family, or maybe it just makes sense that these two people know each other real well. One, they both live in the same community, and one is just a natural leader that would help provide service and mentorship and so forth to this new person. All right, then it can make sense because you're thinking geographically. You're building your business geographically. All right, so Claudia, you're co-host, correct? So you can let people in. Okay, because Dr. Regina's in there. So it's okay to place people under people if you know it's a good strategic move. Why do I say don't do it if you're new? Very, very, very important to understand that our pay plan is based on 2 simple things. And I'll show you the visual of this in a second. 3-level volume and structure. 3-level volume is pretty simple to understand, all right? The structure is a bit more difficult to understand, but we're going to get into both of those. So let me start with this PowerPoint. I've got a PowerPoint here. Now, by the way, I took this PowerPoint, so you all know, it's a PDF on the 4Life website. I only added a couple of slides to it. One is an explanation of the payout, and two are some visuals. All right. I will make this available as well right after this call, this Zoom, on my website under documents. All right. In the education library. So, but you can find it on the For Life website, not with my enhancements, a couple of changes I made. But if you log in, you have to log in. You can't just go to forlife.com. You have to log in to access these documents. All right. Once you log in, just go to the very bottom of the For Life page and you will see Life Rewards Plan. If you change the language into Espanol, you'll see it in Spanish. All right. At the bottom of the page. All right. So they're both there. And that's where I got these and I modified them really quickly. So let me open this one up. English. This should be it, I believe. And let me share. Okay, Claudia, if you don't mind letting me know if you can see my screen.
Yes, sir. It's perfect. You can do it in presentation mode.
Okay. So again, this is the Life Rewards Pay Plan brochure. I converted it from PDF to PowerPoint, which is actually very simple. It's a couple of clicks.
Can you make it? Oh, there you go. Thank
Okay,
you.
so Life Rewards Plan, your guide to compensation. This is one of the ones I actually added, okay? I added this. And it says that the For Life payout, For Life pays 64% of the total life points. Now, it's a high payout. You know, I was involved in creating this pay plan back in 1999, and we were quite impressed that David Lisenby was willing to pay out so much to us. It's because he's conservative. You'll never see David Lisenby driving around a Ferrari, that's for sure. So 64% payout. Now, to qualify for earnings, every single affiliate or distributor must have or must purchase 100 life points through their account. Whether you buy those 100 life points or you happen to share your My Shop link with someone and they buy the life points, if you've bought no life points at all during the month and somebody purchases from your My Shop link, those life points are yours. So you can literally have somebody else buy the life points, they get the product, you get the life points, and you qualify. That's why I don't like it when someone says, well, I can't afford to buy my 100 life points. Well, then get off your butt and start sharing your For Life link, sell some Energy Go sticks, sell some Rio Vita, some Transfer Factor Plus, some Pro TF, sell one of the products and you get the life points. Here's a breakdown of how the life points are paid out. 58% is paid out in the network tree. What does that mean? Every one of you is going to build a tree. All right. The people you sponsor and they sponsor and they sponsor, they're all part of your tree. Everyone that's on this call right now is part of my tree. You're all in my tree. Okay. For Life will pay 58%. You can earn up to 58%. As I said, up to. Just depends on what level you qualify at. Okay. But 58% is paid out into the tree. 2% is a global LP paid out from the entire company volume. They take 2% and they pay that out in the premier pool. How do you get into the premier pool? You must become a bronze. Once you're a bronze, silver, or a gold, you can participate in that 2%. It's a global pool. What is it you get each month? Well, it depends on how many people qualify in the pool and what the company's volume is. So that fluctuates up and down, each month, because it changes. The company's global volume may change, and then another person might jump into the pool, and that changes. Number 3, 1% is taken from all the LP, global LP, and that's paid out in the platinum pool. Now you can see how being a platinum has tremendous benefit because there's so few of them and it's 1%. So if the company's doing 40 million, let's say, 1% is 400,000. If you were the only one in that pool, you'd get $400,000 extra every month. But when you've got 5 or 6 or 7 or 8, you're talking an extra $35,000 to $70,000 a month in that pool. Number 4, 2% of all the global life points is paid out to the builder bonus earners. Now, those are new people, builder bonus earners. That's why you want to get people focused. When they start their for life business, what's their first goal? Builder bonus. Anybody that's working the business can go out and find 3 people and get them on loyalty. Okay, you have to be on the loyalty program yourself. You're on an auto ship, your loyalty every month. You have to get 3 people signed up on loyalty. And you have to have 600 life points on your team. What's your team? It's you and the ones you sponsor. So somewhere in there, you have to have an extra couple hundred life points, because if there's you and the 3 that you've enrolled and you're all on loyalty, and it's a 100 only loyalty, then you got 400 life points. But what if you're all in 125 loyalty? That's 500 life points. Now, what if you have a couple people selling some product from my shop, or they order a little bit more product? 600 life points total, 3 people enrolled on loyalty, you get an extra $50. That's level 1 builder bonus every single month, every month. So For Life pays out 2% of this builder bonus. And we'll talk a little bit more about the bonus in a minute. 1%, number 5, we're on number 5 now. 1% gets paid out in incentive trips. You all heard Claudia just mention the Bahamas trip coming up. And then we've got the Alaska cruise. Well, if you think about it, 1%, that's $400,000 a month, roughly. You can do some pretty awesome trips for that kind of money. All right. And so For Life has wonderful trips. I mean, I've been to Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, Africa safari, Botswana, Zambia, South Africa, Rio de Janeiro, Iguazu Falls, all over the world, Baltic cruise, Russia. So anyhow, if you like to travel, For Life provides incentive trips. You can earn those. All right. So I'm going to go. These are some of the just slides that you're going to see in the PowerPoint when you download it. Okay. Enjoy the benefits. Right there, it says up to 64% company volume. Okay. I'm going to go through some of these quickly so we can get into the part of paying in the organization. Retail, everybody knows that. You buy a product at wholesale, sell it at retail, you make money. All right. Instant discount. We used to have it as a rebate where if you purchased more than 100 life points in a given month, you would get a rebate in your check. We stopped doing this years ago. The company now, because if we give you a rebate, that could be considered income in a way. You have to 1099 because the company paid you. Now they don't have to do that. Now what the company does, 1099, by the way, I know a lot of you are overseas. It means you have to declare it as income. All right. Not now. Years ago, the company moved away from that. So what they do now is they give an instant rebate. So anytime somebody buys over 100 life points in any given month, once you hit that 100 and you make another purchase, or in that same purchase, you go over 100, the system will calculate a 25% instant discount, and it's taken off of your purchase right away. Okay. So instant discount of 25%. So that means, let's say that you're out selling some product, you're buying it and selling it. Well, you can buy the product and sell it, and you have an instant 25% discount from what you bought it, and you sell it, 25% in your pocket right there. If you sold it at retail, there's another 25%. There's 50% in your pocket, okay, just by simply selling product. So there's an example of life points right there of a 200 LP purchase, 25%. So I'm going to get beyond this. I want to get to my shop. Everybody should know my shop. You get 25%. Send your link to someone, and you could be in Kenya, and you send the link to someone in the UK or in the United States or New Zealand, and they make a purchase, you're going to get 25% from that, even if you're living in Kenya, just by using your cell phone and taking advantage of the app and sending your link. All right. One thing we did change, by the way, this changed at convention, so everybody understands. They made an enhancement. In the past, if you sponsor someone and that person that you sponsor sells product on their My Shop, they would get 25%. You would get 2%. Not anymore. Here's how it works now. Okay. They get, well, in this case, let's say you, okay, you're the one that sells My Shop. Okay. You've sent your link to someone in New York, and they just made a 100 life point purchase. You just made 25%, $25. All right. the person that sponsored you will get 12%. In the past, it would have been 2%. Now it's 12. So, and the reason the company did that, by the way, was because they felt that that's deserving. In other words, you're closer to the action. You signed up that person that is sharing their link with people and they're doing my shop, sales. Well, because you're closer to the action and you're probably going to even be supporting them a bit, you're going to get 12%, not 2%. Okay. And then after that, it pays out normally. Okay. Now here's the visual part, you guys. You got to visualize this. Money flows upwards. Commissions flow upwards. When you look at everything on a diagram and on paper, it's all expressed and shown down. It shows down to level 1, level 2, 3, 4, and so on. But the reality is someone makes a purchase at For Life, and from there, that purchase, it starts to pay up. The sponsor would get a percentage and their sponsor and their sponsor, and it goes all the way up the tree until it's paid out the total 58% in the tree, and then the other bonuses as well, equaling a total of 64%. 58 will be paid out in those levels that we're talking about, okay? 58%. That's why it's not a pyramid, because it doesn't keep paying up forever. Once the 58% is paid out, done. If it happens to be in way down there below where you're not getting paid on it, you're not getting paid on it. You do one of two things. You either move up rank, increase rank, and that way you'll probably get paid deeper, you get paid on it, or start a new leg, like in my case. All right. So I have Marco Garmo here in San Diego. He and I, we're going to rock San Diego. And so by starting a new leg, it'll probably take 15 years before that leg is maxed out and you're not getting paid anything on it. All right. So I'll get into that in a little bit more, but I want you to visualize again, as you look at this, you're going to see it downline, but understand that the way in reality it pays, it flows up. The money flows up from every purchase. Okay. Rapid rewards. Rapid rewards simply mean that when you sign someone up, you earn 25%. If you're in an emerging market, all right, emerging markets, that will be included in your monthly commission. If you're in a corporate market, not all corporate markets pay daily. The United States does pay daily. So if you're in the US and you sign somebody up, you get paid very quickly. So it's called rapid reward. Okay. But you get paid. Here's what's important, you guys. You get paid the 25% on the first order, not the first month. So let's say they bought 200 life points, but their first order was only 100 life points. Well, you're going to get paid that 25% on the first order. After that, it's going to get paid out normally according to the breakdown of each level. And we'll show you that in just a minute. Okay. So rapid rewards, 25% on the first order. Like Marco, in your case, it would be, I believe 60 life points, I think was Rochelle's first order the other day. So 25% of that. Okay. Again, same thing applies here as far as the rapid rewards go. All right, 25, 12, and 5. That's how it pays out. Okay. Okay. I'm not going to get on the go-to bonus right now. I want to get into the builder bonus real quick. This pays 2% of the entire company payout. Okay. Builder bonus. Again, you enroll 3. They go on loyalty. You earn $50 every month. You help those 3, they're going to get 50. You get 200. If they go out and help 3, then there's 27 on your third level. There is 9 on your second level and 3 on your first level. Okay, let's visualize this again. You've enrolled 3. They're on loyalty. Now they enroll 3. You have 9 on level 2. Now 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, they're on loyalty. And they enroll 3. 3 times 9 is 27. So your third level, there's 27. So level 1 is 3, level 2 is 9, level 3 is 27. If they're all on loyalty, you have a little matrix, let's say, and you built that matrix up. Let's say it took you a year. That's 40 people, 40, okay? You can do it certainly in less than a year if you're working at it, okay? But let's say it took you a year. 40 people in a matrix, all on loyalty, you get an extra $800 a month. Every month, on top of earning your regular commissions. That's how people can start making, $1,500, $2,000 a month, because there's going to be some My Shop, some rapid rewards, some My Shop bonuses in there and so forth. but let's just say it was $1,000 a month. What would an extra $1,000 a month do for someone every single month? All right. That's a nice new automobile. And in some cases, it's even, moving into a new condominium or even a house. All right. So that's the builder bonus. Okay. 3 levels. Okay. That's what I want you to understand right now. 3 levels. The people you sponsor, you're the one in the box. The box is you. You've sponsored 3. That's level 1. They sponsor 3. That's level 2. 9 people on level 2. They sponsor 3. That's 27 people on level 3. If in reality, all right, if this is reality, and every one of these people purchased 100 life points, level 3 would be 300 life points. Level 2 would be 900 life points. And level 3 would be 2,700 life points. You add all that up, plus your personal purchase, that would be your 3-level volume. Okay. Now I will create a slide. I need to add it in here that explains better, because this is the builder bonus, that explains the 3-level volume. It's crucial, you guys, critical to understand the importance of your 3-level volume, because I see people that start building a downline, and all of a sudden they start having all these people way down there, new diamonds and presidential diamonds, and they end up not getting paid on some of that volume down below. Why? Because you're not qualifying. It's not a pyramid. You're not qualifying to get paid on that. You might need to be a diamond, or you might need to be a presidential diamond. Okay. So the 2 things that are critical, one is your 3-level volume. All right. And we're going to go over that in just a minute, how much you need in 3-level volume to hit these ranks. All right. And it's not an exorbitant amount. It's not anything that's unattainable. And the nice thing is, once you obtain it as a bronze, silver, gold, and platinum, 3-level volume never goes up. Your requirement to earn never goes up once you get bronze. All right. Now, the other thing that's important, aside from your 3-level volume, structure. What do I mean by structure? That's why it's not a pyramid. Let's say you enrolled 1 person and that's all you enrolled. You would be an associate, and you'll see what an associate pays. You've earned the level of associate. Wonderful. But let's say that person that you sponsor goes out and they sponsor 6, and they sponsor 6, and so on. They end up having all these people. Look at what they're earning. 19,000 plus 3,600 plus 1,000 plus 24. What are you earning? You're probably going to be earning somewhere in the ballpark of $800. All right. Maybe a little bit more, but let's just say $800 to $1,000. And yet they're making all this money. Yeah. Because they built some structure. They've sponsored more people. They've helped enroll more people in their downline. They've achieved a higher rank, a higher level than you. So if you want to continue to earn on all that volume down there, move up rank. Okay, let's talk about rank now. All right. As I mentioned earlier, it's a 100 life point program, meaning no matter what rank or what level you are at, you could be associate, and this goes up to presidential. I'll show you the others in a second here. But no matter what rank, that's been in the business for 25 years. What? Zoom quit? Can you guys hear me? You guys all there?
Yes,
I can hear you.
Yes, got that,
I can
Jim.
hear you.
I had a
Everything is good.
pop-up came up and said Zoom quit unexpectedly.
No, we can hear you. Everything is good.
And
That
see
was
ya.
bizarre. I've never seen that. So y'all with me so far?
Yes.
We
Yes.
haven't
Yes.
missed anything. Everything, don't worry about the sign. You didn't even get caught off or anything. I couldn't
Okay,
take
okay.
off
Yeah,
my
Yes,
mic,
we
but
can
you're
hear.
good.
Dave,
Okay.
sorry, when you share the screen, just share the sound. Don't share the rest, because then everything will be blocked and we will see like a shadow, like a black
Oh.
box.
Aha. How about now?
Is
You've started sharing.
you're sharing, but we don't see.
It's a black, okay, good.
See, again, I got this saying Zoom quit unexpectedly. Let me just say, don't
Yeah,
ask again.
but now we don't see it. You see?
Can you see now?
Yes.
Yes, we see the screen, but we don't see every box that is coming in your computer, like everyone that is logging or
Oh,
a
okay. Thank you,
message.
Anna.
We don't see it now.
Got it. Okay. Hey, learn something new every day. Thank you. All right. So
Yeah,
moving forward on qualifications now. As I said, 100 life points, no matter what level you're at. And by the way, I've seen programs that the higher you move up in rank, the more the company expects you to buy. And I don't like that personally. Why should you have to buy more because you've worked so hard to achieve a higher rank? All right. So now let's talk about 3-level volume. If you look right here, you can see, whoops. Hang on a second. Let me go back. Sorry, you guys. You can see under qualifications, okay, you got monthly LP, preferred customers or affiliates. That's the amount of people that you need to enroll. Okay. You personally enroll them or sign them up.
Dave, 1 second. We are in the screen that says Live Rewards Plan, your guide to compensation. So we're back to the first screen.
Strange. I don't know what's going on, you guys. I apologize. Let me go.
That was when you reopened, it just stayed in that one.
All right. We're not going to be showing any sound, so I'm not going to share sound or any of that. Let's hang on a second here. That's not the one I want to share. My bad. Hang on a second. Let me get out of that. Come on. Stop sharing.
We can't hear you. You're on mic off.
My Zoom is freaking out. I don't know what's going on here. So, okay. Did I disappear for a minute?
No, it said screen sharing, like you were going to share something, and then it never showed up. But we can see you now. What do you want to show? Is there anything I can look for in the For Life page? Do you want me, or do you want to look? Don't.
No, let me do this though. Hang on a second. And this is just so. Okay. Back to sharing here. Let me open up the PowerPoint. All right. Get out of that. And share again. Let's try this again. Okay. Let me know if you can see it in presentation mode.
Yeah, you're not. You can put it on presentation mode, but we're back in the slide that you want, which is the one that says qualifications.
Okay, nice.
Now you can put it in. Yep, that's perfect.
Okay. So now what we're discussing here is how you qualify. We'll talk about the payout in a second, how you qualify. All right. The first is the amount of people you enroll. For example, Marco, he enrolled recently Rachel Rose. Okay. So she would be a new person that he's enrolled. Okay. You enroll one person, and that one person purchases 100 life points of product in a month. That is a qualified person that you've enrolled. If you enroll one, you're an associate. If you enroll 3, you're a builder. If you have 3 enrolled and you have 1,000 life points in your 3 levels, and we talked 3 levels, you're now builder elite. If you want to get to diamond, you have to have 6 people enrolled. And in your 3 levels, 3,000 life points. Diamond elite, same amount of people enrolled, but now 5,000 people, or I'm sorry, 5,000 life points, not people, 5,000 life points in 3 levels, okay? And 2 builder elite legs. So you see what's happening here? The point I want to make is this. It's not just about enrolling people. It's enrolling people, having a 3-level volume, and then some structure. If you do all 3 of those, and you know what, you guys, at the end of the day, and Marco said this, I was going to explain the pay plan to Marco a couple weeks ago, and he said, look, I don't need to know it. If I'm just working, I know it'll happen. And that's the right attitude. If you're just working and you're building, it's going to happen. It all falls into place. Okay. You can know this inside and out, but if you're not doing anything about it, it's all for naught. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like someone goes to get a PhD and they think that PhD is going to make them a millionaire or a billionaire, and it doesn't, because they don't apply it. All right. So you got to apply it. So you can see there, as you're enrolling more people, you start out with 1, then 3, then 6, then 8. Okay. Then your 3-level volume is going up 1,000 to 3,000 to 5,000. As a presidential diamond now, you have to have 10,000 in 3 levels, life points. Okay. And you have to have 2 diamond legs. That's the structure. So I always say that, let's say you make it to diamond. That means that you've enrolled 6. You've got 3,000 life points in 3 levels. Surely, as a diamond, I'm not going to say it's guaranteed, but I would think there's someone within that group that raises their hand and says, I want to be a diamond too. You now need to take on a leadership role. You can become a diamond and not really do, you can just sell product and be a diamond, because it's just, enrolling 6 people and selling 3,000. There's no structure required. But to get to presidential diamond, you've got to build 2 diamond legs. So again, I refer back to Marco, because we had Rachel Rose on, and she might even be with us right now. But let's say that Marco works with Rachel and helps her get to diamond. There's 1 leg with a diamond. Now let's say Marco has another person that he's enrolled. All right. Cortland, let's say. All right. Marco knows Cortland, and Cortland becomes a diamond. There's 2 separate legs with a diamond in each leg. They don't have to be the one that you enrolled. Let's say that Rachel signs someone up, who signs someone up, who signs someone up. And that's on Marco's 4th level. And they become a diamond first. Fine. It's just 1 leg, anywhere in the leg with a diamond. All right. Same would apply in Marco's other leg with Cortland. All right. Maybe Cortland isn't the diamond. Maybe it's someone that Cortland sponsored that becomes a diamond first. It's okay. That's why upline serves the downline so much, because you have to identify who in your organization wants to get to diamond. Put your time and energy into places where you're going to see productivity. If they don't have their hand up and they don't want to do it, you can't force them to do it. Find someone that wants to get to diamond and work with them to get them to diamond. All right. Now let's go beyond diamond and let's talk about our presidential diamond, and let's talk about bronzes and so on. Okay. I'm not going to focus on the whole elite so much. All right. I want to focus on bronze, silver, gold, platinum. We added those, just a year and a half ago, or actually 3 years ago now. No, a year and a half ago. I'm sorry, a year and a half ago, the elites. All right. So a bronze, what does that mean? You do your 100 life points. Now you have to have 10 people enrolled. It always moves up by 2, by the way, and it's never more than 12. So it started out, as a diamond, it was 6. Presidential diamond was 8. Bronze is 10. All right. And gold and platinum is 12. All right. You've enrolled 10. You have 20,000 life points in 3 levels. Now you're working. You're going to have some people that are doing the business, or you got a lot of my shop sales going on, or you might be fortunate you happen to sponsor a mom and pa, gym, or a mom and pa, vitamin shop of some sort, and they're moving product. All right. 20,000 life points in 3 levels of your business. Now look at that. It never goes up from there. Bronze, bronze elite, silver, gold, platinum, platinum elite. It's 20,000. The company doesn't expect you to keep increasing your 3-level volume. Why? Well, because a lot of your focus now is going on building your structure, building your team, working with your downline. So as a bronze, remember we talked about those 2 diamonds that you identified, those 2 legs, and you turned them into diamonds, and that made you a presidential diamond? Well, hopefully these diamonds of yours are going to raise their hand and say, you know what? We want to follow suit. All right. We want to get up to presidential diamond like you. Well, you work with them, help them get to presidential. If you've got 2 presidential diamonds in separate legs with 20,000 life points in 3 levels, and you've enrolled 10, you're a bronze. Now, what happens as a bronze? Not only are you paid deeper in the tree, Remember that premier pool we're talking about? That 2% that's paid of global business? Every month, you get a premier bonus now as a bronze. Every single month. That can add a decent amount of money to your check every single month, all right, by being a bronze. Now, to move up to bronze elite, you don't just have 2 presidential diamond legs, you have 3. That's why I tell people, just take a look at that. From bronze elite, going to silver, silver elite, gold, gold elite, platinum, platinum elite, all the way up. How many legs do you need? 3. So keep that in mind from the very beginning as you're building your business. You want to have 3 active legs of people that want to build the business. If you're developing 3 legs, you'll never have a problem. But you can have a problem. And I did, by the way. I was 2-legged, back in like 2002, 2003. I was so focused on 2 legs that I didn't get a new leg started until probably 2004, a 3rd leg. And I made platinum in 2006. I think I started my 3rd leg, by the way, in 2003. But here's the point. Always think of 3 legs, having 3 legs, okay? Now, to move up to silver, you have to turn your presidential legs into bronzes, all right? And you go out and start developing them. Now, the only thing that happens from bronze elite going up, if you look at the very bottom there, you see a 50,000, 100,000, 175. That's your total organization volume. Personally, I've never seen that be an issue. I've never seen that prevent someone from qualifying because they didn't have enough entire organization volume. Because if you've got your bronze elites and your silvers and golds and so forth, the volume is going to be there for you, okay? Now, where I have seen people run into issues is the 3 levels. More so the 3 levels than the structure. I see people go out and build diamonds. I mean, you got Anderson in Brazil. He builds diamonds all day long. All right. But the 3-level volume, because these diamonds end up being on level 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so far below that it's not within his 3 levels. So you've got to keep your 3 levels active. So what do you feel like sometimes? You feel like the guy in the circus, the guy in the circus that starts spinning a plate on a stick. He gets one plate spinning, no big deal. Then he gets a second one spinning, no big deal. He's got 2 hands, he's spinning 2 plates. But now you got to get a 3rd one going. So you got to let go of one to get the 3rd one going. But if you watch the guy, he goes back and supports the first one that he let go of. So pretty soon he's got 4 and 5 and 6 going, and he's running back and forth, keeping them all actively spinning. That's kind of how I kind of relate this. You're working with your legs. Some of them you're working, more actively because maybe they're new or maybe they need some bolstering up. You got a lot of activity going on in there. And that's what happened with my Latin leg back in 2000 when Arminio joined. I was focusing a lot on the Arminio leg and then the Sherry Den leg and now I'm focusing time and attention with my Marco Garmo leg, who's here in San Diego. That's how you build. Now, you want to keep yourself busy all the time. If you're doing that, you will build 3 active legs and you will be busy all the time. Now, having said that, I want to ask, are there any questions at all on qualification? Because now we're going to get into the pay, how it pays up. Any questions on qualifying? Everybody understands 3 levels, right? If Marco sponsors me, I'm level 1. I sponsor Joel Ramirez, he's level 2 to Marco. To me, Joel's level 1, okay? Well, Joel sponsors J. Michael Smith. There's Marco's 3 levels. Dave level 1, Joel level 2, J. Michael Smith level 3. Very simple, okay? So all the people I sponsor will be level 2, or I enroll. All the people I enroll will be level 2 to Marco. All the people they enroll, like Joel, all the people Joel enrolls will be level 3 to Marco. J. Michael, all the people that you enroll will be level 4 to Marco, and he won't get to count that as his 3 levels. But let's say that Dave Daughtrey stopped buying life points and 6 months go by. And this is important, you guys. This is something that may or may not affect you, but it could. When someone joins For Life, the contract is for 1 year. It's a 1-year contract, okay? After that first year, at any point in time, if they do not purchase any LP. They're inactive for 6 months. They're purged out of the system. So let's say I got purged out of the system. What happens to Joel? He moves up to level 1 to Marco now. J. Michael Smith moves up to level 2. And let's say J. Michael Smith sponsored Claudia. Claudia would be level 3 to Marco. She was level 4, but she moves up. That's called compression. I love compression. Why? Because you can work with people in your downline. And if the people in between aren't active, guess what's going to happen eventually? They're taken away and it just rolls up. It all comes up to you. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to get paid up here or down here. You know what I'm saying? One or the other, but you're going to get paid. All right. I love the compression. Now, if there's no questions on qualifying, let's now get into the pay. All right. As you guys can tell, I enjoy talking about pay plan. And when I get with other networkers, it's kind of fun because, you know, they realize that I really do understand pay plans quite well. Okay. So now let's talk about the earning. All right. Here's the commissions. Now, as you see it on paper, all right, you know, when you look at it, it's showing it going down. All right. The reality is, though, when somebody purchases the product, it pays up, pays the upline. Right. So let's say you're an associate. That means you've enrolled one person. You're guaranteed to get paid on 2 levels. And that's all. Okay. You want to get paid more? Become a builder. Remember, sponsor 3 people and you're a builder now. What happens? Level 3 kicks in, 5%. Okay. Well, you want to become a diamond. We're going to jump up to diamond now. Become a diamond, 3,000 life points. All right. In 3 levels, 6 people enrolled. Level 4 kicks in. But if you look at level 4, what does it say? Infinity. What does infinity mean? It simply means that you're going to get paid all the way until there's another diamond. When there's another diamond and they take that away from you, that 6%, they take it away. But you're guaranteed 4 levels no matter what. Okay. 2, 25, 5, and 6. But let's just say that you're the diamond and there's no diamond below you. And you got people on level 5, 6, 7, 8. You're going to get paid on that 6% forever until the diamond pops up. That's why you can work your downline. You're going to get paid on it. All right. So, Claudia, go ahead if you can mute a microphone there for me, please. All right. So let's move on now. Whoops. Diamond Elite. That's the infinite. Okay. Now let's talk about, we're going to get to presidential diamond. Okay. Presidential diamond. We talked about how to get to presidential. You already know how to do that. You build 2 diamond legs, 10,000 life points in 3 levels, and you've enrolled 8 people. What happens to that 4th level? It went from 6% to 12%. You see presidential? And what else do you see in there? Great Escape trip. Now as a presidential diamond, you've qualified for that Bahama trip or the Alaska cruise. As long as you can maintain your presidential position for 2 more months after the month you qualify, and you get a 6-month window. So the month that you make it, that first month, the clock starts. You've got 5 more months to qualify twice. If you do that, you got the trip. Now, if you did month 1, 2, and 3, it's done. You get it. Company sends you congratulations. They send you a link to enroll in the trip. And you set up yourself and plus 1 other person, 2 of you go on the trip. But look at what happens on that level 4. It's now turned to 12% infinitely paid out. All right. But here's what's cool. Remember when you were a diamond at 6%? If you have a diamond below you, you're blocked. There's nothing. Well, if you're a presidential diamond and you have presidential diamonds below you, no problem. You're always going to get paid on 2 generations. I didn't say levels, generations. And that's the entire group of that presidential and their diamonds and their builders and their associates and their my shop sells and all that. That entire group, you get 3% of all that volume. Okay. And you get paid through 2 presidentials. So if you're the presidential, 12% on any leg that you have where there's no diamonds and no presidentials, just a leg. All right. People down there buying product and so forth. You're going to get 12% infinitely. If they're a diamond, the diamond gets 6, you get 6. You split it. Okay. If they're presidential, then after you're 12, you're going to get 12% of level 4 no matter what. Always level 4 will give you 12. Okay. But beyond that, 3% on that new presidential and their group. And if they got a presidential below them, 3% on them and their group. So the point I want to make is this, you guys, as you move up the pay plan, you're going to notice that the door gets wider, meaning that you're going to earn deeper in your organization, but not just deeper on groups of people that are higher rank. Let me show you. Take a look at bronze. All right. Same thing. You can win the Great Escape trip all the way up to the platinum, and then you get the platinum pinnacle trips, which are first class, everywhere first class. All right. But if you look at bronze, you qualified now. You've got your 2 presidential diamond legs, 20,000 in 3 levels, 12 people enrolled. You're going to get your 2, 25, 5, 12, just like you would get as a presidential, 3 and 3% on any presidentials or above below you. But look at the other 2. You got 2% there now, 2. Those are paid on bronzes and above. But what if you have no bronzes? There's all presidentials. You're going to get paid forever and ever and ever and ever and ever the 3%, 3 and 3. All right. Once a bronze kicks in, you're going to get paid 2. Another bronze 2. And any presidentials 3 and presidentials 3. So the groups are just bigger. Would you rather have 2% of a million or 3% of 10 or 20 or 30,000? I'll take the 2% of a million, you see? So the groups get bigger. Now let's take a look. I want to jump up to gold, all right? Take a look at gold. 2, 25, 5, 12, 3, 3, 2, 2. All of a sudden, as a gold now, you're getting paid 2% deeper. Twice. What are those paid on? You guys, those are paid on golds. The only way you'd ever get blocked as a gold is if you have in a straight line in one leg, 3 golds. 3 golds. At that point, I call it a cooked leg. All right. What if you had 3 of those cooked legs? Those are the guys that are making the $300,000 a month because they've built 3 gold legs and it made them platinum. All right. So the only difference as you move up from bronze, silver, gold, and platinum, all right, once you get to gold, the only difference between gold and platinum, as you can see, it's not paying any deeper. Platinums do not get paid deeper. Platinums get paid the same 58% as a gold when it comes to the tree, identical. The only difference is, if you look there, you see platinum bonus pool. It's in the orange right there, 1%. So yeah, when you get to platinum, you start earning a $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 monthly pool income. Now, down as a gold, that pool income could be somewhere around maybe, if I had to guess, I'd probably say in the ballpark of maybe 16,000, 20, maybe 25,000. But platinum, again, 50 to 70,000. So that's the payout. Okay. Now, I like this payout. Here's why I like this payout. I love this payout because I helped create this payout. If you look back here again, start with builder. Look at builder. What's the first 3 levels? 2, 25, 5. Builder elite, the same. Diamond, the same. Diamond elite, the same. Presidential, the same. Bronze, the same. Silver, the same. Gold, the same. Platinum, it never changes. 2, 25, 5. I call that your bread and butter money. It never changes. You can rely on that month in and month out. Okay. If someone just built a 3-level business and that's all they built, add that up. 25 plus 5 plus 2, what's that equal? 32%. That's half of our pay plan. Half of our pay plan is paid out in those first 3 levels. That is strong. And that is why we've got a lot of people that earn that, $800 to $2,000 a month check. You see, because we pay out 32% in those first 3 levels. Now, as you start getting paid deeper and deeper and deeper, you have to understand something. It takes time to mature a leg to where you've got a gold and a gold and a gold and so on. It takes time. In some cases, it takes, years and years and years and years and years to build it. It took me 8 years to get to platinum of building. But you know what? It's worth it. And on top of that, forget the 200,000 or 300,000 a month. That's exciting. Just get to 1,000 a month, and then get to 2,000 a month in income. You've got to start there. So focus on first getting yourself to builder and then diamond. Set your goals based upon these steps. Long-term, sure, bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. That's ultimately where you want to get, but you got to get to these ones first. And that's what you want to do. So that's how the pay pays out. Now, let's talk about compression really quick. Let's say that you've got a business now and you've got 1,000 people in your organization scattered around the world. You have to understand your network is fluctuating every single month because these percentages are based on 100 and above, 100 life point qualifiers. That means 100 LP or above, 150, 200, 300, whatever LP they have through their account. 100 life point minimum. That's what these percentages are based on. But let's say someone did 50,000 life points. That's not a qualified position. You'll get paid on it, but it won't count as a level or generation. That's where the compression, dynamic compression comes in. So all the people in between that don't have 100 life points, they just bought some transfer factor or right start or they bought a Go Sticks, you get paid on it, but it doesn't count as a generation or a level. You see, I love dynamic compression. A lot of companies do not have dynamic compression. And that's where I think they cheat the distributor. All right. For Life pays it. Someone's going to get it. All right. If a person didn't qualify, it's just going to go right on up. All that volume below. Let me give you an example. I've had situations in my business where someone didn't qualify and I saw my income go up by thousands of dollars. They didn't qualify. They didn't earn the presidential position for whatever reason, or bronze or diamond, and then I've had times where they did qualify. They got that money. So it's fluctuating. But what you want to do is always stay ahead of the pack. Once you've got 2 presidentials in a straight line below you, get to bronze. Once you got 2 bronzes down below you, straight line, get to gold. If you have 2 golds in a straight line down below you, get to platinum. You see, don't just stop at one level. So, and the bonus pools, there's the bonus pools that explains the shares that you get. All right. And I'm not getting into the shares, it's just, they're just shares. As a bronze, you get 1 share, and as a gold, you get 16 shares. And then the platinum pool is different, of course. It's a different pool. Okay. So with it, you guys, that is an explanation of the pay plan. And I hope I didn't confuse everybody. All right. But I do want you to know that this is called, if someone asks you, if someone says, hey, Marco, what's your pay plan? Is it a binary? Is it a breakaway? Ours is a hybrid. Hybrid meaning it's a mix. Unilevel, first 3 levels were levels, right? Remember that unilevel never changes, 225.5. That's called unilevel. It's the same. Okay. Beyond level 3, you started seeing those infinity bonuses of 6 and 12. And once you get to presidential and above, it goes 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2. Well, those are not levels. They're generations. Generations. What's a generation? It's a group of people that maybe bought less than 100 life points, or maybe they didn't qualify at a certain rank. It takes all that volume together and pays you much more volume, although a lesser percentage. Again, I'd rather get 2% on 1 million life points than 25% on 10,000 life points. So with that, does anybody have any questions at all on the payout? Everyone, your eyes are glossing over.
I'm going to let the mics on so you can raise your hand. And the only question I had was from Jesse, and I hope I answered it, Jesse, which is, when will we have the presentation? So if you guys are wondering, the business opportunity presentation is already under documents in the website. This presentation, he got it from the For Life website. So you guys already have what he presented, but if you want what he just did, he only added the first slide. So this presentation is just the For Life brochures plan, which was on a PDF, and he put into a PowerPoint. So you guys already have it on your website. But if you're asking about the business opportunity presentation, the 5-star presentation, that one Dave already added the English version under documents in the website.
Yeah, let me show you all real quick where it's found. It's actually very simple here. forlife.com. All right, share my screen.
And while he shares, if you have more questions, you can put them in the chat or raise your hand.
Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
All right, so this is forlife.com. You notice if you go to the bottom of the page, it's right there. For Life rewards, there's a price list and so forth. Okay. Now, am I logged in? No, I'm not logged in. Okay. I had to log in on Chrome, but maybe not. Maybe you don't have to log in, but it's right there. But understand this is in PDF format. Okay. Life Rewards Plan is in PDF under resources. So what I did is I just converted the PDF to a PowerPoint, which is 2 clicks. I mean, if you have Adobe Pro, which I have, I will save both of these if you want. I can put them both in PDF and PowerPoint on my website. PowerPoint's nice because you can be doing a slide presentation and show people in slide form. PDF is nice when you're on a cell phone and you want to scroll through and just show them on a cell phone. But this, what I showed you today, is in PowerPoint. And I did create that first slide, just breaking down, you know, the 64%, showing the percentage that pay out between the tree and the pool and the builder bonus and the trips. So with that, are there any other questions at all? All right, you guys, you know, again, the most important thing is what we're doing on a daily basis, doing like Marco and I did this morning, talking to someone, you know what I'm saying? And the whole purpose of knowing the pay plan, every now and then you get someone that you're talking to and they say, explain the pay plan to me. Okay. That happens. And then I've never seen it happen with me, where someone misses a bonus because someone didn't explain to them that if they were a bronze, they would get paid that bonus. It's never happened to me because by the time they're a bronze, they understand it. You see, they because again, the knowledge comes with time and experience. Well, you got to become a diamond first. Okay, 3,000 life points and enroll 6 people. No problem. You know, Marco, let's go find 6 people. Let's get 3,000 life points and you're a diamond, right? Now we got to start building some legs. Build a couple of diamond legs and we get you to presidential. You know, but as you move up, you understand it, you see? And that's really how it's supposed to work. You're not supposed to understand the entire pay plan the day you join For Life, unless you're one of those networkers and you're comparing pay plans. And let me say this and we'll finish. I've met people that do that. They're comparing pay plans. Let's look at your pay plan, and they study it. And then if you ask them a question, you know, what company were you with? What level were you at? They've never made any money. They've never been successful in network marketing. They're what I call analysis paralysis people. They analyze everything to death, but they don't apply any of it. They're paralyzed. To me, what's most important is action, action, action. The action will create the results. Trust me, you'll understand the pay plan as you build it. So with that, you guys, pretty much done. Claudia, I'll turn it back to you.
Yes, please, big round of applause. I want to really thank Dave for this because a lot of people were asking, and we have scheduled every Monday presentation for you. So next week we have Gabby with follow-up. Product and follow-up, product sampling and follow-up. We had a really good meeting in English, but I know because you know, we have two hemispheres in this specific meeting. You guys, I'm going to share in the Kenya group the English training that we had in the evening with Gold Caroline, which was really good. She was working on sampling and just some ideas that helped her get to gold. And
That was great.
We've done a lot of these with Gabby. I was actually congratulating Gabby because I was like, oh, look, Gabby, like we have one of our greatest mentors. I think a lot of the things that Caroline had told us that night, Gabby had already told us in these Mentor Mondays. So just as a review, watch that. And then
Actually, Claudia, she made it to bronze sampling, but by her becoming
not gold, sorry,
yeah,
bronze.
but by her becoming a bronze, that enabled Jennifer and Joelle to become gold.
Yes, and it was the amount of points that she moved, and she moved it with sampling. She just shared a lot of techniques, and like I said, I think 70% or 80, Gabby had already shared with us, and so most of you may have seen them, but there's a lot of new people here. So I'm going to put that on the groups, and that brings us into the next one because we plan these. Like Dave, analyzes in the beginning of the month with the Spanish and the English teams what we're going to do, so that if you guys start following, there's a trend to what we're doing. But I do want to say, don't forget, every Tuesday we have Health Talk at this time with Dr. Gina, Marco, and Mr.
Claudia,
Joel.
I think there's a change there as well. Sorry to interrupt you.
Oh,
hey, Dr. Gina, Doc, or as I say, Daughtrey, are we going to be doing that the first and third now of the month, not every week, the Health Talk? Which one's changing? Or Health Talk is every week, right?
That's chat room with Coach.
Health Talk is every Tuesday.
My bad.
Yes.
Chat room, yeah.
So what I wanted to invite is just because we had, actually, I'm really happy to see we had 6 people from the US in this meeting. So that means it's actually nice that we have some daytime people in this meeting. And I know that Kenya people, definitely not a good time to go into the night meeting, but I am recording them and uploading them to my YouTube so that you guys can see it. I'll put that in Dr. Gina's group. But for Marco and Joel and Matti and Adriana and the people that are starting to join, remember that we have English training and opportunity meeting. So I don't want to get people confused because this is also new. So every Tuesday we're having every Tuesday English training, and tomorrow night again it's pay plan. So it's a Dave again with pay plan because that's the topic for this week. And Wednesday night we have opportunity presentation. So with Dr. Gina, leading Dr. Gina, we have a product talk tomorrow, and opportunity meeting on Saturdays, right, Dr. Gina? We're still on for Saturdays on Zoom, or you're doing them only live? Oh,
I think I need to give you the new timetable so that you make some adjustments.
So check the calendar. I'm going to have a chat with Dr. Gina because we're looking into a business opportunity in the daytime for talk to me, Dr. Gina. And so that's basically it. There may be some changes, but keep track of your calendar, because what we're doing is growing the opportunities so that when you have your conversation, you tell people about how great it is to be part of her life. And then you're the one that decides if you want to focus that person into a health talk, which is a product talk, or if you want to focus that person into a business talk, then you're going to send them to either mentor, opportunity, or chat room, which is 2 times a month. And we're still also working on Dave. You may see something called next level training. That one may change. That's what we're working on with Dave. But again, make sure that all those prospects that we're bringing in, you have the first talk, you know where they're going. Don't just send them to the meetings, because sometimes that's what happens, especially in the Spanish one. We have people like, oh, I don't know why I'm here. No, make sure that you know why you're sending them, where you're sending them, that they know at least what the topic is about in that meeting, because that's the idea of having and opening more meetings, that when the prospect gets here, hopefully it's already a person that is already registered, that they know what they're going to be encountering, and that you find the support from the team to be able to get that person into the next level, which is, what does she want to do? Does she want to be an associate, an affiliate, an ambassador? Like, we have so many options now. So Dave, I think that was really basically all I had for today. I want to see if Gabby has anything to say. I always want to make sure that our amazing Gabby, she can close if she wants, and if not, we're good to go, and we'll see you in Health Talk tomorrow. Anything to say before we close, Gabby?
Well, it's going to be the end of the month. Happy Thanksgiving for all of you that are here in the US. And because you're here in the US, we have some special BOGO deals. So check your app. For the first time ever, we have a new product that wasn't launched at convention. It was the Rio Vida gummies. So that's one of our BOGO specials right now. Actually, let me.
Rio Vida gummies. Wow, there you go, Marco.
Rio Vida gummies.
They come in a bottle. You can check the website. It's up to date.
But again, it's for the US market only. And you get 2 lung, you get 2 trifactor, you get 2 ghost stick energy berries, and 1 bottle of the Rio Vida gummies for $130. So what I've done is I've screenshot that BOGO, and I've linked my store to my Instagram story. So do that, use your tools, your Instagram, your face. I think it works better for Instagram on your story. Did you want to say something, sweetie?
Yeah, I'll say this, but mum's the word, okay, between us. So shh. It doesn't make sense that the company would go to all this length, this work to create gummies now and have them only for a BOGO. The BOGO is going on now. So for those of you overseas, Kenya, South Africa, wherever you are, let's keep our eyes and ears open. I would expect at some point in time, they'd be available. That's my opinion, by the way.
Well, everything Rio Vida tastes delicious, okay?
Yeah.
Really, we have Rio Vida juice, we have Rio Vida sticks, we have Rio Vida burst, and now we have Rio Vida gummies, which to me, I would love to sample those out. Really, children love those. And, it's 130 with 70 life points for all that product. So, if you live in the US, grab that special. It's for today only. Remember that. And our second BOGO sale is buy 2 energies for the price of 1. So it's the berry energy. It's $44 with 23 life points, I believe. So it's a great time to buy right now. Use it for samples, use one for samples. So just take advantage of these BOGOs, because they are BOGOs for a reason. It's for only, basically for today. We will probably have one tomorrow, a different BOGO. And according to Nathan in his little message he left last night, there is going to be a Cyber Monday, I believe, too. So keep an eye out and send these to your prospects, send them to your affiliates so that they're aware of the specials we have. And it will generate more LP for you. So with that, happy Thanksgiving if you're in the US, and we love and appreciate all of you. And let's go out there and talk.
Now you guys keep going, keep growing. Let's unmute the microphones. Let's hear some energy from everybody. Get excited, all right? We got let's close out the year strong. We've got all of December left, but let's make November great. And look, set your goals. What are you going to be next year?
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you, Dave.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanksgiving.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
Bye.